So, if you've seen the game Playerunknown'S Battlegrounds everywhere on the internet and everyone's playing it and you're thinking about getting it yourself, this video here is definitely for you, because I'm going to tell you if the game is fun or not, and if the game is actually worth buying in the first place. Okay, so the game is very, very fun. I will say I'm going to talk about my personal experiences actually with the game and whether or not I had fun with it, just to give you guys a general idea whether or not this game is for you or is not. So the first thing I'm going to actually say is, if you like zombie survival games, yeah, but you can't be asked with the whole, it takes too long for you to get gear, run around, make bases, this game possibly could be for you, because you literally have to survive with a gun. You have to quickly run in, get a gun, and hold yourself off against everybody else until it hits the end of the match, and either you win or you don't. And it's very tense in those sort of situations when you're hiding behind a tree and you're getting shot from somewhere and you have to defend off, or you'll be in a building with a shotgun, boom, and you'll be sitting there and there'll be a guy behind the door and you can hear him, like slightly hear him, and then you aim in and bam, and you get that kill. Heart was pumping that whole time, like you got to calm down a bit. But having said that, the game is still in early access, as you well know, so it's going to have some problems, and I'm going to talk about my personal issues with the game so far. So the first personal issue that I have with the game so far is sometimes I will be rubber banding in the game. So if you don't know what that means, it basically means you'll be walking around in the game, and then you'll jump back to the place you just were. That's rubber banding. It's like sort of like an internet lag when you jump backwards. And you keep jumping backwards, and the only way to actually stop it is just to wait a second before your internet catches up with your character's movements. And to me, that's very annoying, because I'm like, I want to play this game, it's not running smoothly, it's like, but I knew the risk when I paid the £26 to buy the game in the first place. So if you're going to buy this game, my personal thing to say to you is just know what you're in for. Obviously, if you've played early access games before, you know they have problems and they have to be updated, and you know the developers even say that to you. You know, if anything happens, because early access, we all know that. So just take that into your mind when you consider playing this game. Another personal issue that I had was my inventory. Now I know some people have had this. I've seen this online. When you just killed someone, or you're trying to look into your gun to pick up and put an attachment on, or to heal yourself, you press the inventory button, and it'll take legit 30 to 40 seconds to load it up before you can actually start using stuff. And to me, that time needs to be fixed, because it is very, very crucial. Those 30 to 40 seconds can be very crucial in this game. I mean, legit scenarios where I've been sitting behind a tree, needing to use meds, pushing that eye button to try and get my inventory up, and it's been taking like 30 seconds to actually do so. And before I actually press the button to come out of my inventory again, because I'm thinking there's somebody nearby, I'm already dead because he's already shot me. It was literally just seconds in it before I could have died or not, and I did die because of that purpose. And it did piss me off, but I knew this game was in early access, so I was like, oh well, I'll just go back in. But something I will say, I've seen a lot of people say this game is you can't get into servers that fast, but I think that's not very true, because whenever I have died in this game, or when I actually start the game up and want to play, I get into a server no problem. Like, it's literally press the button, start match, wait 5 to 10 seconds, you're in. I wouldn't say it's that long in that, so pops up for that, that's good. And another thing I will say that is very good about this game, I've never actually been disconnected. Not once whilst I've been playing this game. Not once. I've never actually been disconnected from the game by playing it. Not once. Yes, this next part I'm gonna be talking about certain things like single player and multiplayer. So you have a single player mode, you know what you do there. You go in, single player, kill people, done. And you sometimes die because you're an idiot or something happens, boom. But there is an option to do like duos, so you can join like you can join with somebody else, and you are like used to a team, and you can help each other out. And if one of you get shot down, you can pick each other up to start again, to like sort of give yourself a second chance, so you don't just die and that's it. So that's quite cool. And you also get squad options, so you can press the squad option. So if you want to join a squad with someone, you can, and it will be you and like 3 other people, and that's your 4 squad, and then you can go and work together and try and win the game. And at the moment, I'm making a separate video on that. I'm testing out whether or not it's a good idea to get into a squad or not, or a duo or not, because I don't know whether or not people would be a bit against it, and I'm going to see whether or not that has happened. I've already recorded some things, and some of the results may surprise you. And I'm making that separate video on VidMe. Yes, shameless plug, but I don't care. So in terms of if you're feeling like you're going to buy the game and play it on your own, but you want to play it with a friend, you do have that second option there if you want to do duos with someone else. And it's worked out fine for me. I've actually met a Turkish guy who likes to play the game, and me and him are having we're having so much fun going around and killing people. So I even made a little friend on there too, so it's all good. Because it's still in early access and it's still quite new, there's a lot of problems in terms of how far you can actually push up your graphics to attain those frames. Now, I've seen people online complain about they have like a 1080 and they still have problems with this game. So just be wary of that situation. I've got a 750 Ti and I get a solid 30 frames sometimes, and if I'm in a nice quiet area, 60 frames easy. The only reason I think I go down to 30 frames per second is because I record a lot, so that takes it out a lot. So if you're a small YouTuber and you're thinking about recording in this game, take that into consideration. Frames will drop. If you get like 60 normally, you're going to go down to 30, maybe even 24. So just watch out for that. If you're going to record, it's going to be a bit more buggy and laggier, so just remember that. But when the game actually does work, I will say it is very, very fun. There are so many tense moments and so many good times to have at this game. It is worth buying the game. However, I would say if you've got your 30 quid here and you're sitting there thinking, should I buy this game, should I not? If there's something else you want, I'd say hold out for a little bit. I'd say hold your money in your hand for just a little bit until the game gets a bit more updated before you think about even buying it, because there are some things in there that are like and you may not get what you really want out of it. So just hold on for it. But if you've got the extra cash, or you've got a bit more cash than normal, and you're thinking, I actually really want this game, and buy it. And if your friend's going to buy it as well, that's even better. Buy it together. You will have a brilliant time. Not saying you don't have a good time when you're on your own. Some people do, some people don't. I do have some good times playing on my own, but there have been some times when I will just get absolutely destroyed, and it will piss me off. Sometimes you'll be fighting someone and you're lagging, and those little 2 seconds of lag get you killed. Like, that game is so tight. When you're fighting someone, it's so to the edge of time, like right to the point. Sometimes it could be a second in. Like you could be on the stairs with a shotgun, someone's right in front of you. You could literally lag for a second and you're done. Literally, you need that extra second to get that kill. Like, sometimes it really is like that, and those moments will make the game so tense. And afterwards, you'll feel great after you've gone into a tense situation. You're fighting out loads of people. You're kicking so much ass, and you win. And you get all the gear, and you're like, boom. Especially if you've got like a little handgun and you destroy them all, you'll feel brawler. You'll feel like the top of your game there. But when you're single player, a lot of the time you will become like 22nd place, or you will become in the 20s somewhere, or get killed early on. So just be prepared for that. But that's mostly your fault, not the game's fault, isn't it? So just be smart. And this game was a lot about being smart, a lot about using your senses as well. But yeah, in terms of buying this game, if you're into battle royale games like H1Z1 or things like that, and you've got the extra cash, I'd say buy it. You're not going to be disappointed in terms of what you're sort of getting at the moment. If you know what you're going to get, you're going to get a map, one single map with a couple of, like 100 players in there, all fighting to the death until the very end with those sort of tense moments. Then you've got your game there, and don't worry about it, because sooner or later the game will be updated as well, so you're pretty much good. And also, I'm going to mention this one thing as well. I just remembered this. In the game, you have a chance to get a reward system. And what this is you can earn in-game cash to buy crates, which give your items little cosmetics and things. And I didn't really know that was a thing in there. And I thought that was a really nice touch to add. You know, my character's got a lovely shirt and tie and these goggles, and he looks awesome because I've been buying the stuff. And I didn't know that was in there, and I'm really appreciative for that. And there's one thing that I was hoping, if any of you guys are watching this, I'm hoping that you could sort of feedback on this, because in the game I've seen some people play it and they have like spray paint of logos on the wall. Now, I don't know if that was just for the beta sort of testers, or whether or not actually that feature could be implemented in. So like in Half-Life you could spray paints on the wall. In this game, hopefully, I would love to do the same and put my logo on the wall. Be awesome. It's not like a massive thing, but I just thought it would be a nice little thing to have, you know. But no big deal. I saw it and I thought, how can I do it? And if anybody knows how to do it, can you please comment down below and just tell me if you know how to do it, because I would really like that. I would recommend, if you're someone who is you've got a bit of cash, you're sort of thinking about buying this game, but you're a bit like, I wish it had more content, or I wish it wasn't so buggy yet. Hold your cash, you know. If you've got other things you want as well, other things on your mind, and you're thinking about you want something else, or you want something else, hold your cash, get that something else until the game gets properly updated for you to enjoy it properly. Because if you sort of buy this game expecting to have something that's going to be all finished and top quality and all this, that it's not at that stage yet. It's still buggy, still problems, but it is still fun. So I'm hoping this video helped you guys come to a conclusion of what you're going to do with this game. I came to the conclusion, I was on and off about it for a couple of days, but in the end, I was like, mine, and I bought it, and I don't regret the decision. I don't, it's very fun. But anyway, guys, I hope this video helps you out. Yes, so the game right now, I think it's at £26 something, so near enough 30 quid if you're going into game. You want to buy sort of cards, you're going to have to buy a 20 and a tenner. They don't do 5s anymore if you didn't know that. And I will see you in the next one.